Incoming commercial failure! Wait, what? This arrived in my mail not too long ago, but I didn't buy an iPhone 13, so I was quite surprised. Why am I getting an iPhone 13 in the mail when I didn't order one? So things were quite confusing, but you could only imagine my confusion even more when I went to open up the box and... oh, it's a Windows phone. That, by the way, is a true story. That is literally what this Windows phone shipped in, an iPhone 13 box of all things. At least I didn't get scammed, because this is actually what I bought. A Lumia 640 XL. These things are pretty cheap. I bought this one off of eBay for about $50, and you know, we're just gonna go through this and relive the Windows phone experience, because I never really got to do that. I've pretty much always been using Android phones my entire life, so yeah. First things first, oh, this thing just looks like Windows 10, because this pretty much is Windows 10. Well, at least this is Windows Phone 10, which is actually kind of a different version of Windows 10. They kind of merged the phone and the desktop OS together, and you could actually plug these phones in using some kind of dock and actually use them as a full Windows desktop. Can't really do it anymore though, because Windows Phone's dead. We'll get to that later. So we open it up and oh, it's the start menu. It looks like the start menu on my Windows 10 device. This is the part of Windows Phone that people to this day still really like. The live tiles and all the little updates that they can have. And I mean, first impressions overall, this is actually kind of a nice phone. It's got a really large, very vibrant screen. The back's made out of plastic and kind of feels a bit crappy and is all scratched up and everything. But I mean, other than that, it just feels like your bog standard phone with kind of a yucky back, but that's about it. I can also demonstrate here that the back does indeed come off. Where exactly are you meant to rip this off? Alright, I've figured out how to take the back off. You literally just pry at it with your fingers. Just rip it off. There you go. Oh, it took... really? Well, this is the 3000 milliamp hour battery, as it says there, which it just decided to fall out, so now I'm going to have to restart this phone. But while that's out, we can see micro SD card slot, SIM card, the worst connector known to man, micro B, and also the headphone jack. I'm not saying the line. We at least get to watch the boot animation. Microsoft. Oh my god, it's just like a computer. God, this thing is having trouble focusing. Alright, so here we are on the start menu, or the home screen, or whatever it is. So, to compare this to anything, it's pretty much like Android. You swipe down, this up here looks like Windows 10, you can swipe that away. It's just your bog standard stuff. You have a back arrow, home, and, well, search, I guess. Oh, it's Cortana, that's right. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, Cortana. Also, F in the chat for Cortana, who's just been killed off very recently. Alright, so why don't we take a look at some of the stuff on here. So here we have the calendar. It's the Outlook calendar, as you guys would probably expect. We need your permission. Whoa. Whoa, okay. No, you guys don't need my location. I love how we keep getting United States holidays, even though I live in Australia. This thing's really having trouble focusing, and I apologize if that goes. So we can do messaging. This is where you text people, believe it or not. Here's Windows Phone texting me. Hello, to get the most out of your new phone, go to windowsphone.com/hello. If you're coming another phone, go to windowsphone.com/switch. This is a free message. Oh, sick. I got a free message. Well, any more messages and I'd probably have to pay for them. It's weird on there. I can't text them back. I want to text Windows Phone back. Please focus. Oh my god. So that's fun. You press that and boom, you get your start menu back, and then you go here and it's your phone. This is the phone part of the Windows Phone. So we go here and it looks like your bog standard thing. I don't have a SIM card in this, so I'm not going to be able to call anything. Okay, well, I could call emergency services, but that would be a dumb idea. So let's call emergency services. Alright, here we have Skype built in. As you know, Microsoft owns Skype, so it only makes sense for them to include Skype on here. Oh, you can actually use Skype as your SMS client. So that's a thing. You can do that on here. By the way, guys, this right here is the Windows Phone experience. Nothing really works that well. At least from what I've been able to gather. Many other people would have better experiences, but these days I will just kind of spoil something. Pretty much, there's not much that really works on here these days. Alright, of course you got OneDrive. to access all of your files in the cloud. All files, here we go. Well, this is actually my OneDrive. Alright, we got people here. So spoiler alert, the people app pretty much just shows some of your Skype contacts, which actually does show my Skype contacts, so I'll give it that. What's next? We got Word. So that was weird, you had the brand new icon from the latest versions of Word on here, and even on the home screen, which is quite interesting, because those icons were released after Windows Phone was discontinued, so yeah. Alright, let's do a blank document. Okay, well we'd have to get Office 365, which sucks. Okay, that's cool, so let's open up Excel. Ooh, we can drag to move the columns! We can add rows and columns with a tap. Oh, this is sick, guys. I'm excited. Frogfadoc, you're all set. Well, would you look at that? This has actually opened. You can look at it pretty well. I will say, though, it is a little bit slow. It loads it, it runs it pretty well, so I can't really attest to how well hardcore document creation would be on this phone compared to using an Android phone or an iOS device. And it's something you can still do to this very day on here. That's right, document creation. Films and TV. Oh my god, I've unlocked deals. Okay, so pretty much it's just trying to make me buy crap. Yep, this pretty much looks exactly like the UI from Windows 10. As long as Microsoft's still able to take your money, then it's going to work. At least they can do that. Let's go back home now. Groove Music, I bet you is pretty much going to be the same thing. It's going to be a music player, and it's going to try making me buy stuff. If you're also wondering, this is where the lineage of the Microsoft Zune ended up. It's advertising Spotify. Wait, can I get Spotify? Okay, I guess we're going to the Microsoft store, but we're just going to see if we can get Spotify on here, because if we can get Spotify on here, then that's a big win. Alright, we're going to get that. It's a bit sluggish. Let's see if you can multitask. Okay, that's for one-handed use. I hold back. So this is pretty much just like the app switcher on Windows 10. How nice. Very, very useful. Yeah, that actually feels really good. Well, it's installing. I'm pretty sure I could just leave that now. So you open up OneNote, and then it takes you to the store, but it says this product is installed. So let's take a look at one of the main reasons why the Windows Phone failed. The Microsoft Store. You want to know why the Microsoft Store failed? Because, really guys, why is that icon all the way up there? That right there is some Microsoft level polish if I've ever seen it. But yeah, this is pretty much why the Windows Phone failed, because, well, it's got no apps. Here we go, let's take a look at the top 3 apps. Show all 25. Now you guys may initially be thinking, this actually looks really lively. You've got like Disney Plus, Snapchat, Netflix, iTunes, Xbox, Instagram. Like, look how feature-rich and filled this is. Until you realize that this shares the same app store with the Windows 11 version. So these are all Windows 11 apps that are showing up on here, but as soon as you click into something, you're gonna find out, once it takes forever to load, it just says you own this app, and then you can't do anything with it. You can't install it or anything. This is pretty much the modern Windows Phone experience. You have all these apps shown to you, but you can't actually install any of them. It's kind of like when I was given an iPhone 13, but inside was this old Windows Phone. You have to actually set a filter to have something that can actually be installed. So now that I've set the filter to be mobile, you can see just how depressing this has gotten. We'll go into settings just for now. I'm going to change this into light mode. So you can see this pretty much just looks like Windows 10 for better or for worse. Mostly for worse because I absolutely hate Windows 10's UI. If they made a Windows 11 mobile, it would have looked so fantastic. I love the way Windows 11 looks. Let's go back to the Microsoft Store. And it's going to freak out because, oh no, we changed the theme. So it's going to relaunch the entire app. But, oh no, this is still stuck in dark theme. So we can press install. Apparently it forgot that it was installing. There we go, it remembered. Top paid and it still shows me 3 apps. Most popular? It's showing me the exact same order of apps. This is completely broken. Let's go home. Let's just ignore that. So there was pretty much never a YouTube app on Windows Phone, and here I have YouTube. What gives? Well, this is actually just a Microsoft Edge shortcut chucked onto my home screen to pretend it's an app, and it is so broken. Why is it blue? Speaking of which, let's boot into Microsoft Edge. My browser is outdated. Thanks, guys. One thing I really like is how the UI is on the bottom. Apple recently copied this in iOS 16, so you can just tap down there, and this just makes sense. I never understand why everything is up here, like phones are still 3 inches when they're not. So this is a much smarter solution, having just everything down here and reachable. So one thing Microsoft did well on this. We can tap this. Your keyboard, I've never really liked typing on Microsoft's keyboards until very recently because they're in SwiftKey now. Some people swear by these keyboards. This just feels alien to me. The keys are so elongated, it's just strange to type on. So we press Frogfadoc and we search it. Mind you, this is the only way to watch YouTube on here. It's showing results for Fork. Are you serious? Oh, that's why, because I searched Frogfadoc. This thing's struggling. Yay! Look at that, we got Frogfadoc. Let's click on it. And here we are, we're finally on my channel. That took quite a bit. Okay, well at least we get to test the speakers. We all love taking photos on our ancient smartphones, but... So that's the speaker. It's this really terrible speaker on the back. Samsung has you covered with the Samsung Galaxy Camera 2. It's very easy to block. If I need to talk, then I can block it and... Nothing here so far. So that's useful. No, it's not. It sounds like crap. So, yeah. Oh my god, does it really say this every single time? No wonder why Windows Phone failed. Considering this is the only way to watch YouTube, and mind you, back in 2015, mobile website YouTube was nasty compared to how it is now. So, this is better than what it used to be. One thing I've heard really good things about on these are the cameras. We need your permission. No, I hate geotagging in photos. It's just such a great way to dox yourself. So we're going to take a photo of this. 3, 2, 1. Apparently this is 13 megapixels and I would not believe them. Okay, it actually did fix it up, because in the viewfinder the sharpness around the word iPhone was pretty nasty, but no, that looks okay. I mean, for a 2015 smartphone, it's fine. I mean, I don't think this is like the Lumias that had the massive like 64 megapixel cameras on the back. This is kind of your bog standard thing. Alright, let's look at the weather. Here we have Adelaide, and it's trying to pull the weather data. I will say, I really like how this app looks. The Windows 10 version looked amazing. You know, when this worked, it would have looked fantastic because for some reason, weather apps always look great. Also, I've just dimmed the lights here, and as you can see, ooh, an always on display. Does this mean that this thing has an OLED screen? And the answer is no. For some reason, this thing is an LCD and they're running it with an always on display. So the backlight's always on, which wastes so much power. And it's not like on an OLED phone where all these black pixels are actually off. The entire backlight's on. Okay, this next step, actually kind of cool. File Explorer, a full file browser on your phone. Well, how full is it really? I would say not that full considering this is how much you can access. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't actually get into the system files in here. At least you get a proper file browser. Same could not be said for iOS at this time. Alright, we exhaled that, we've looked at settings, so now we have to go to the All Apps section. For now we're going to go in alphabetical order. So we actually have BlackBerry Messenger. I don't know if this came here by default, but it's here, and it's setting it up. And there's no connection found. Connection to wireless network's turned off. But I'm connected to the internet. Oh, I know what might be the problem. I think this has been shut down. Yeah, we're connected to the internet, that makes no sense. So now it's a white screen. Yeah, the app has straight up closed, so we're going to ignore that. We also have a calculator app, and this right here is pretty much the Windows 10 version. This calculator app is genuinely fantastic. It's amazing on the desktop version of Windows, and ported one-to-one here, it's honestly one of the best calculator apps. You have all these conversions just built right in. It looks great and it just works well. This is genuinely one of the highlights of the Windows Phone because it's just got the best calculator app. Next up, we have Facebook, which is pre-installed on here. Oh, it's just a web page. It's just a web page. Oh my god, it's the food and drink app. Let's go. Let's go. We've moved? No! What's this black text on dark background they've got going on here? Thank you for your interest in the MSN Food and Drink app. Although it is no longer available, you can find MSN Food and Drink on the web. We hope to see you there. Anyways, next we have the Game Loft Hub. Oh, okay, so this is what the Windows Phone 8 UI looked like with these like large bits of text. I will say it's probably one of the ugliest UIs I've ever seen. These games look absolutely just terrible. You've got Danger Dash, Green Farm 3, Littlest Pet Shop, except that does not look like the classic Littlest Pet Shops from the 2000s. Wonder Zoo, Real Football 2014. That gives you a bit of a time to let you know when this was last updated. More games! Despicable Me Minion Rush Free Plus, Windows 8. Now that one sounds fantastic. Dungeon Hunter 4 Free Plus XBL. Ice Age Village Free Plus. Six Guns, Dark Knight Rises, Asphalt 8. Okay, well, I mean, can you really run those on here? Maybe Asphalt 8, but the Dark Knight Rises? Or maybe it's some kind of mobile version. Okay, so that just infinitely scrolls. What an absolutely just pathetic looking app. My god, yeah, that was the Windows Phone 8 experience right there. Get help. I think I need some help after that one. Try again. Okay, so look at that. You can't even get help on your Windows Phone anymore. If you are stranded and you need help and all you have is a Windows Phone, you're gonna starve to death. It can't help you anymore. The Get Help app just doesn't work anymore. Next up, we have maps. This is very crusty and low resolution. It's quite slow. It's quite sluggish. What? 3D buildings? Didn't Apple just introduce... Oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. Alright, now it has an excuse to be slow. If it was just a 2D map, then that is stupid. Since this has some 3D in it, I'll give it the excuse of being slow. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Apple recently introduced that into theirs. I don't know if Google Maps has that. I mean, I use Google Maps all the time, and I still don't even know. What? Microsoft Australia? They have a building in Adelaide? What? Since when? Oh, let's tap this to get more info. I didn't even know they had a building in Adelaide. Next up, we have Microsoft News. Let's press skip. Also get today's news. Breaking news. There is no news. I need to find some reliable sources. Well, if you don't like the news, then the Windows Phone might just be for you, because the news app quite literally doesn't work. Oh, wait, hold on, I got a little impatient. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, no, this is sad. This is just sad. Alright, so here we've got MS-DOS Mobile. I don't actually know if this is like a proper command prompt that just works. Okay, the simple fact that says access denied probably means that this is genuinely an actual terminal for Windows Phone, which is actually kind of cool. There's some people who would like this. I don't know how to give myself access though, so we're not going to worry about that too much. But yeah, command prompt on Windows Phone, kind of cool. That's one of the few third-party apps you can still install. For the next part of the video, I was going to show you the Spotify app. Now, it requires a premium account, but I have a premium account. So, I don't understand what the problem is. Therefore, I don't care anymore. Well, here's another random app that I was able to install. It's a piano app, and it's Landscape. Oh, here we go. Play a chord. Oh. So trying to play chords on here, needless to say, is a little bit hard. Come on, guys. Android and iOS users, Windows Phone users, acoustic guitar. That sounds more like a... That just does not sound like... Okay, electric guitar, this one's gonna sound terrible. Oh. These speakers cannot handle this. Trumpet. Can I resolve this? Yes! I resolved it to the right note. Violin. Oh god. Oh god, that sounded a bit. What is this violin? Oh, we got a whole drum on here. Now, funny thing, you guys call me a Dank Pods clone, but I'm also a drummer too. I struggle with these. I can drum in real life, but I absolutely suck at like touch drums. Oh, we got some songs on here. So if we go here, we can play some songs, and we have all these songs. Let's play Furlease. Oh, how nice. Oh, wait, this is that. Hold on, that's a player, and we can. I have an idea. Yesterday, as in the Beatles song? We got some ABBA songs on here, that's interesting. Oh my god, it is! This speaker is having a hard time. Hold on, let's max this out. It maxes out at 30 apparently. You can't get this up to 100, only goes up to 30. I mean, for good reason. The speaker sounds like it's about to blow itself up. This sounds like some like crappy MIDI cover. I mean, that's literally exactly what this is actually. Jingle bells! Let's go! Oh, this is a different version. This is a really actually nice subdued kind of cover. Ooh, nice chords. I can tell the person who made this app really likes the Beatles. I don't think I have any hope of being content claimed for this. This is so out of time. This dude, okay, I know what happened. This guy literally found the MIDIs for these online and then just chucked them into this app. It's so out of time! What? What did I do? What happened? I was just touching the speaker! Okay, well the app's not dead at least. Okay, the volume buttons don't work anymore though. What the hell? I mean, you got Angry Birds and stuff from Billie Eilish as well. Oh, how far does this go? How far does this go? Okay, we found the end. It has 600 songs. This is value for money. This is a free app, man. You get 600 songs. Oh, this is amazing. It's stuffed. I can't do anything. But the app still works. But the phone's stuffed. If I lock it, I can't lock the phone. If I hold the power button, what happens? Alright, there's only one thing left to do. I must save you. Well, that is the Windows Phone experience. 2019 is the year Windows Phone was discontinued. or at least the operating system. And it's not that bad of an operating system, but mostly the problem just came down to Microsoft entering too late and just the lack of apps. While I reckon a Windows 11 mobile would have looked absolutely fantastic, this is kind of where it's just gonna stay for the time being, and we're pretty much stuck with the current duopoly that we have. Third player would have been extremely nice in the smartphone race, but unfortunately that's just the way things are. Yeah, who knows if we'll ever see another person break into the smartphone operating system race. I doubt it will happen. So yeah, my name's Frogfordog. You can say that however you want, I really don't care. New videos whenever I want. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.